the devil wants you to be quiet, you know. He wants you to. He just wants you to listen to his music, but he doesn't really want you to talk about anything else. I'm saying this from experience, and I know everybody. It's funny because when you watch, when you're online and then you watch, especially with these new things, like Instagram or TikTok. Oh, I think someone walking right there. The same. It's funny how like people. I read the comments a lot. Is that something that I have? Actually, that's something that a lot of people have. When you're on TikTok, I don't really have TikTok, but people use it a lot. So I use it to just generalize, because a lot of the youth and a lot of the even if you're an older generation, they're on that. I'm not, because I choose not to. I have Instagram though. I mostly have it just to post my kind of like stuff off work, just to make a profit as well. So I have a reason, but I'm still on there, and I get on Explore bar, and I see everything. So, everything that is promoted there. And I read the comments of everything. And it's funny how, like, a lot of people, they have similar views, or, like, in the comments they all say, well, not everyone, but it's just some stuff I see. We all have the same life, people coming in. We all have the same life. When it comes to like small stuff, like normal life. So that's what I always say, that most people, they all, especially the way the world is. I come from down south. I'm living in America now, but I come from down south, and thank God that has given me I feel like the full picture, of like living outside of America, wanting to come to America, getting here, seeing what it is, growing up, getting Americanized, growing up because I soaked into American culture, I even before coming to America, where I was at, careful, what are you doing? She probably got some dirt on her nose. That's what you get. See, I'm always getting distracted. But yeah, what else to say? The world is Americanized. When I say Americanized, I mean under the umbrella of Hollywood. I remember back then when YouTube was first coming up, like I even watched a video of someone who was obviously a believer in the Bible. And when I say the Bible, I mean Jesus, because the Bible is Jesus. Everything in the Bible is Jesus and God. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is God. And Jesus is God, and I'm saying this so that you know where I'm coming from, because obviously you would know a tree, by its fruits, like the Bible says, but you can also know the spirits, or the way they speak, the Bible says. So you can know my spirit by what I'm saying. But this gentleman was saying that he had a dream. And it's crazy that I remember this. This was like way back, man, when YouTube was coming up, And I remember that was actually when I also came to believing in God, man. When YouTube was coming up, around that era, when the media was coming up, I remember I watched stuff on there about the government. I'm really big on everything, guys. I'm a full-blown believer in the Bible, and if you're gonna believe in the Bible, you're gonna believe what it says there about the devil and how the devil controls the governments. Now, obviously, those are words when it says right there, right? It says, and I believe it's in the book of Revelation, that it says that even in the end times, like that I believe we're living in, thank God. It says right there that was gonna pretty much send, his demon. Stop doing that. Sorry, she's over here like looking for the little animals that go on the ground. What do they call them? I don't even know what they call them. Stop. Get your ball. That was going to send out his angels to all the kings of the world to collect them all for the big battle that is coming up and that is happening. You can see the governments of the world. You can see how they all gather there up, you know. And I get distracted every time. They was really trying to distract me, man. Trying to make me lose my line of thought. Oh, but like I was saying way back to the... Don't let me get too sidetracked about us, you know, being all the same. The world is Americanized. But like I was saying about the guy that he was having a vision from God, saying that he saw the world being covered like in a black, kind of like a goo looking thing like going over the world. He said in his vision he was like out in space. And he said that, I'm sorry, I'm laughing at my dog, but he said that he saw like it was coming from California, especially, to be specific, Los Angeles, near an area called Hollywood, which is called Hollywood to me, where the devil makes dreams come true for his people, for the people of the world, but you gotta pay in blood, you know, and it happens. You know, and thanks to the internet, all those things coming up to light, you know. But yeah, he saw that it was like coming from there, you know, and we know there's a lot of witchcraft going on now in this area, you know, especially with these artists coming up. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just do a general research, you know, of all artists and what they promote, the symbols that they throw up, and all that stuff, and you should be able to know who they are, you know, and the spirits, like, and it's just sad, like, you know, like, the Bible says, there's the Bible, man, the Bible says that we're supposed to separate ourselves, so, it hurts a lot of people, and I remember when I started coming out, like I'm saying, man, like, in YouTube, I learned about the music that I like. You know, I'm stopping because I stopped my thought, and then I say, you know, let me go a little deeper. The music that I like is everything mostly from America. Even when I wasn't living in America, you know, I was already listening to music from here, you know, and I was learning English. I was taking classes, and I don't know if you guys can tell me why, but when I was there, living there, I always wanted to come to America. Why? Because of the media. Like, I was like, almost like, I don't know if I was programmed, but I remember I used to tell my moms and my pops, like, we have to go there. Obviously, I had family living here by then, you know, like, that's how I mostly knew that it was a good place to be, because they used to travel back from here and bring us stuff, you know, and I was like, man, I wish I could live there, you know. And just from the media, you know, and then somehow convinced my family, and then the trip was hectic, and the only reason we're here is because of Jesus, like I'm saying. Like I always say, and I don't even know how, I'm gonna explain more, maybe if you guys want to learn, I can get a trip, you know, because a lot of people are going through that trip right now as we speak, you know, just for trying to find a better life. That's the way the world is set up, like I'm saying, you know, it's like everybody wants to come to America. So, like I was saying, all those things happen from Hollywood and the movies they make and the media that we consume as kids, because I was really fully consuming over there where I'm from. We were watching movies from here, you know, like, I think I was big on Michael Jackson. Like, he was the one that was coming out. That was like this movie about, like, you know, you can make it big, like everybody, because that's the big idea that they will give everybody. Oh, you can make it big, you know, in Hollywood. But people don't know you have to be part of the oath that they call, you know, secret societies of the devil, you know. So, you know, so that's what, you know, everything is, you know. The videos that I make, I'm mostly gonna ramble. You know, the part, you know, it just be going off, but because, like, whatever comes on, you know, you gotta say, because, like, most of the things that I'm being called for is to speak against the devil, you know. That's just something that's always been with me, you know. I always speak against him, like I know him for some reason, and Everybody that knows me, they see me like that. You know, I don't have any friends. You know, I'm a loner. Like you see right now, that's most of my life, like being alone, and I don't have any problem with it. I have many friends when I was younger, and right now I'm 30 in my 30s. So I'm 33. So the big number, 33, when Jesus, became, complete in his age, and he went into his ministry, and that's why we're speaking about him today. So I'm at that age too. I believe that we're living in end times. That's why I'm making videos. I used to preach also. I have fallen away. I'm in shame. I'm not fully where I was with the Lord. I had running with the devil, and he completely he threw me off. But it happens to everybody, when they're young in the faith, and I should have believed that, man. So there was this man one time when I was at the park. I remember over there and I think he spoke that over me, man. That's why you gotta be careful who you speak to, man. And I'm learning this now, I watch a lot of people on YouTube now that like the spiritual world is being revealed more to us nowadays, and thank God for that, because we're learning more about the ways the devil comes against us, and we just don't know it, But these guys are saying this to me at the park one time when I was out there delivering tracts, and these guys were actually some denominations of Christians were almost like Catholics. That's what I found out later. And no surprise, because I tried to give him a tract, and the way he spoke to me, instead of giving me encouragement, he's like, how long have you been believing in God? And I said, about a year. I think I had like 8 months going on at that time. And he just goes, let's see how long you make it, I'm like, what? Like, you see, I've been with the Lord this time. He starts like almost like boasting, and oh man, I listened humbly, I was okay, thanks, and then he didn't keep my tract, and I just kept mine, and I kept walking. But thinking about that, I was like, man, crazy stories out there. But yeah, let me know what y'all think.